Pachyderm?
Elephant.
And War is Over, inspired by the music of Lon and Yoko.
John and Yoko.
Yawn.
That's John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
And that one's not going to win.
That's embarrassing.
Welcome back to Eat, Sleep, Nerd, a show where you can check out Go AFK and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. I'm your dorky DJ, Corey Winter, and in this episode, yeah, I struggled with that one, we are predicting the winners of this year's Oscars. But before we get into it, let's introduce our nerdy panel today. We have my geeky friends, Jason Summer.
Oscar was a good movie.
Christian James.
Beetlejuice.
Nick Murphy.
The only Oscar I know owns a wiener factory.
And Brittany Hart.
I love the Muppets.
All right. None of those are contenders this year, but, whatever. Jason's in person.
Hey!
Taking Josh's seat, I guess.
Yeah. Josh was going to be here initially, and it's kind of sad that he's not here. So we miss you, buddy.
Yeah.
We were really hoping to get everybody here. Sorry, buddy. But
You just couldn't stand to see you.
all right, so we're just going to move on.
Yeah, so we are talking the Oscars today. Josh actually is kind of protesting the Oscars, so he's actually, it's not too bad that he's missing this one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
Why is
kind
he
of spotted right now.
He says that they have not seen eye to eye these past few years. So
He and the Oscars?
yeah. But yeah, we're just going to go through all 23 categories.
Woo!
And even if we don't know which one of these movies they are, even if we don't know what the movies are, we're going to predict to see which one might win. So it's just a whole little fun game. So do you guys have any just overall predictions? Like, how is it going to go? Do we think Oppenheimer's just going to win everything? Is Barbie going to win some stuff?
I think Barbie and Oppenheimer is going to be your two big ones, I think.
I also think that Barbie may not be a contender in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. She is not. It is not.
The movie is not.
The movie.
The movie itself. Not saying, well, I guess everybody knows what I'm saying. I don't feel like the Oscars feel like that would be a contending movie, especially with Oppenheimer and everything else that came out last year.
Well, let's see. Barbie.
This is a topic that Nick really wanted to do. He mentioned doing the Oscars several times in our chat. So what are you thinking?
I mean, I don't think Barbie is an Oscar movie, but I don't think it was made for that. It wasn't,
True, yeah.
I kind of don't think Oppenheimer was either. I think it kind of ended up being one because it's so huge. Maybe I guess might be what I'm looking for. They also were the two most, I would imagine, the two most popular movies that came out last year. Although they might have been popular because they came out at the same time.
That was definitely an experience. The day everybody was doing Barbieheimer days, they're going to see both. People who are not normally watching both genres were genre crossing that day. It was so it was definitely.
Phone got gang signs now.
I was more thinking like some sort of wrestler Steve Austin thing. I don't know, but I don't know. That is nothing. Yeah, it's like rock papers. I'm with the papers.
That's very different than Steve Austin.
Right. I don't know. Anyway, so
what about you, Britt? Any overall feelings about what might happen this year?
I think there's going to be a lot of upset.
Okay.
Because there's already upset in nominations.
Yeah.
I do hope that we see a lot of representation, specifically in the Indigenous American categories. Indigenous Americans that are nominated for categories. I don't know. I just I kind of agree with Nick as far as Barbie and Oppenheimer. I think it's different because when you look at the last award show to now, it's two very different panels and they're looking for very different things and they consider very different things. So a lot of people will look at award season and be like, oh, well, they won this last award show. They'll definitely get this, and then they get upset when they don't. So I think there's going to be some upsets, as always. But I just hope that things aren't passed over, I guess I should say.
So looking at the nominees, there were obviously several that won or that were nominated for multiple things. Oppenheimer has the most nominations with 13. Poor Things has 11 nominations. Killers of the Flower Moon has 10. Barbie has 8. Maestro has 7. Several are tied for 5. Napoleon has 3, and then several are tied for 2. So Oppenheimer definitely the favorite among a lot of different categories. But Barbie's up there. I mean, 8 nominations isn't bad, although they didn't get a nomination for Best Director or Best Actress.
Awkward.
But Ryan Gosling got that Best Supporting Actor nom for some reason.
Boy, they're just playing out the actual plot line of the movie.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? I think eight nominations is enough.
Hey, that was good.
That was very good.
That's good. All right, so we do have 23 categories to get through, so let's just go and get to it. All right, the first one we got nominees for Best Original Song. We got The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. We got I'm Just Ken from Barbie. It Never Went Away from American Symphony. Wasahi? Wasaz?
Just read it.
Wazaje?
A Song for My People from Killers of the Flower Moon. And What Was I Made For from Barbie. So Barbie actually has 2 songs in this category. So what are we predicting?
Bro, What Was I Made For was way better than I'm Just Kidding.
So, yeah. Well, I mean, as I call her, William Eyelash.
What?
Because Bill.
Yeah, I get it, but
right?
yes.
Anyway, I call her William Eyelash because it makes my students angry. She's gonna win this one. I think
so too.
This is that type of song is what the Oscars look for. I'm Just Ken is way too goofy. Jean-Baptiste might give it a good run on that. It Never Went Away because I think he's won an Oscar. That might be a lie. Oh, he's won an Oscar, Grammy, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's beaten Mr. Eyelash there.
Yeah, I think What Was I Made For was a beautiful song. I love listening to it. I hope it wins.
I think it's got to be Billie Eilish's song, hands down. Anything else?
Is that Flamin' Hot? That was I
don't remember.
The Cheetos movie, wasn't it?
No.
No.
Okay. All right, so it seems like we're leaning towards
a biopic of Chester Cheetah.
What Was I Made For?
They made one last year.
If it's not that one, I think it will be the one that you couldn't pronounce from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will be that one. It'll be between those two, personally.
All right, let's move into our next category, animated short film. We have 5 nominees. Letter to a Pig, 95 Senses, Our Uniform, Pachyderm?
Elephant.
And War Is Over, inspired by the music of Lon and Yoko.
John and Yoko.
Yawn.
That's John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Yes, look at that. And that one's not going to win.
That's embarrassing.
I have no idea what any of these are.
I don't know.
I'm going to say pachyderm because I've never seen that word spelled before.
I've never seen John spelled before.
Clearly not. It's more like a Swedish pronunciation. Jan and Yoko.
Yeah, my defense is really small. Gosh. Anyway,
yeah. Also, you may need some glasses, buddy.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. Okay.
Do we have?
Can you zoom in?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Letter to a Pig. It's standing out to me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dear Swine. First time that it's not used in a bad way. I want to say 95 Senses.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of us is going to be right.
I'm going to pachyderm.
Okay.
So 2 pachyderms. Any for you, Brett?
I want the one with Jan Legend.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Jan and Yoko.
Jan and Joko. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen none of those, so.
Yeah, I haven't either. Documentary short film. We have, I'm just going to look at the big screen over here behind us. The ABCs of Book Banning, The Barber of Little Rock, Island in Between, The Last Repair Shop, and Nine and Wapo. Yet again, haven't heard of any of these.
I'm going to say the ABCs of book banding.
Island in between.
Yeah,
that is what we are.
Oh, very woke.
Yeah.
I'm going to say The Barber of Little Rock.
Is that a spin on The Barber of Seville, I wonder?
Like Little Rock, Arkansas?
Yeah,
probably.
Probably, would be my guess. I'm going to say Islands in Between because it makes me think of Islands in the Stream.
Okay. Solid reasoning.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Britt, any from you?
What was the last one? What was?
Jason, you're cultured.
That is not how it's pronounced.
Nine and Waipo.
The first one has an accent.
Right. So Nai.
Sure.
Or 9A.
Like I know something.
I'll go with that one. I can't.
Okay.
I can't see it, but I'll go with that one because it sounds like it almost National Geographic-y kind of.
Yeah.
Gives me like a vibe. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Don't come for me in the comments. But
there are a lot of these movies I haven't seen.
It just sounds interesting.
I don't think we're in any danger of anybody coming for us in the comments because nobody's been commenting. So we're fine.
Called out, y'all. Called out.
All right, just a couple more of these categories where we don't really know any of them. We have the live action short film. So we have The After, Invincible, Night of Fortune, Red, White, and Blue, and The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
Red, White, and Blue because America.
Yeah, Wes Anderson.
I love these reasonings.
Oh, it is Wes Anderson. That is a good.
That's a good point.
Good omen for that.
Definitely winning.
I'm going to say Invincible.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. I guess that would be the one to beat, wouldn't it? Nobody's beating that one because it's right.
No, you guys do have a solid point, Wes Anderson. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Gosh, I've never heard of any of these.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the Wes Anderson one. Just Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
Okay,
it's a sweet story.
Very good.
All right, we have Best Visual Effects. So, our 5 nominees are The Creator, Godzilla -1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, and Napoleon. All very solid nominees for this.
Right.
This was Godzilla -1's only nomination. And I believe this is the first nomination Mission Impossible has ever had at the Oscars for any category.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Did not know that. Okay.
I will say, even though The Creator was a slight miss,
yeah,
their VFX were amazing.
This is true.
I think that was like the best part of the movie to me.
Yeah, like nothing looked over the top. Just like, wow, that's fake.
Yeah. Right.
And like even like the AI, like the back of their heads and like seeing through their head through their
through the hole. Yeah.
Never looked out of place at all. Even like the little sentient robots walking around never looked out of place. Like they put their whole foot in that one.
Any opinions on Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 in this one? Because as we know, a lot of what they shoot is actually happening. So like there's not a lot of like VFX. So the fact that they can pull some of that stuff off and,
I mean, the way they made that ramp look like a mountain was pretty cool.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
The whole dangling train.
So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah.
That didn't stick out to me as like a visually, like there's always, there's a level of Marvel effects that we're used to, but nothing really stood out to like, wow, this is like the best Marvel movie I've ever seen.
True.
Yeah. And the past 2 movies are way more visually stunning than that one was.
Yeah. So I'm happy for them, but I'm also kind of surprised it's on this list.
I'm going Godzilla -1.
Why is that?
It needs a win.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Same.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
it looked good.
Go for it. That's the only one they're nominated for, so I'm gonna root for them. I think.
Is this gonna be the Josh Winter school of thought?
From what I have read upon, because I have not seen this, right? But from what I have read upon, and what some of my friends overseas have spoken of. It is a visually very stunning film.
Okay.
And for some of those people to say that, I'm like, this might be something really cool. I mean, I know it's going to be cool, but yeah. And plus, I mean, if it's the only thing they're nominated for that for a reason. So,
okay,
I'm
valid
down
point.
to clown.
It's funny that you mentioned Josh's train of thought because he sent me his predictions and he pretty much for all of them said should be so and so, but it will be so and so.
So what's this should be on this one?
He didn't pick this one.
Oh, okay. I'm saying the creator.
Okay,
That's fine.
That's a solid pick. To confirm, this is Godzilla Minus One's only nomination. This is the first nomination for the entire Mission Impossible franchise. It does have one more nomination in this year's categories. But Godzilla Minus One, this is also the first nomination for any Godzilla movie ever.
Really?
Apparently. That's what I just read. I don't know.
I would have thought that they would have gotten best visual effects for the very first Godzilla movie.
I mean, back then it wasn't bad.
I thought part of the charm of the Godzilla movie was just how bad the effects were.
Wow.
I mean, I thought that's
what was it? Godzilla versus Kong? Like that one had pretty good.
No. Those movies are bad.
Negative.
Anyway,
Negative.
Nominees for sound. We have The Creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, and The Zone of Interest.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Question.
Answer.
What does sound mean? Like what makes something sound good? Like I just don't.
Well, I think it's pretty much everything, like creating the sound effects, but also the mixing and.
Okay.
So the overall audio aesthetic of a movie.
Yeah, sure.
James.
Okay.
Yes.
I would of all of the. I mean, I've only seen 2 of these movies. I thought Maestro had to get the sound right because it's a movie about sound.
Mm-hmm.
Oppenheimer will probably get it. Just because it's a Christopher Nolan movie, and he cares about sound, so he puts a lot of emphasis on it. But I think Maestro should get it, but Oppenheimer probably will take it.
I don't remember there being a lot of sound other than the big explosion. The rest of it was just talking. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I want to go Mission Impossible. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of. I'm sure
there's sound in there.
Yeah. I feel like in Oppenheimer there was the use of sound and the use of no sound.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of dead space that happened just to hear the talking, and which was really probably more intentional, just so you're just
sure
more focused in, and then the big thing for me was the explosion because it's without noticing it, people soon realized they're far away. That's why there was a delay.
Well, yeah, right.
And it's as soon as it hits, you're oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really cool.
All right, so several votes for Oppenheimer. Nick, did you actually end up voting for Maestro?
I mean, I'm going to vote for Maestro, but I know it's not going to win.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Okay. All right, then I'm going Mission Impossible. Here we go. Nominations for makeup and hairstyling. We have Golda. We have Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Society of the Snow.
Poor Things.
Okay,
that one's ringing a bell. I have not seen it, but I think I recognize. What is Poor Things about?
Well, with Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, it's basically a Frankensteinish.
Oh, yeah. That's a good. I'm not familiar with any of these, but I think it's a safe bet to go with monster movies for makeup and styling.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've watched a lot of the behind the scenes that's leaked and a lot of people talking about it and a lot of clips and everything. Visually, it's insane.
Yeah.
Color choices and color palette, insane. But as far as wigs and makeup and styling and stuff, I think that it has done a really good job from what I could see. Oppenheimer would probably be my second pick just because of the aesthetic and the time period was very well executed. Yeah. The other ones I haven't really looked into, but I personally am pulling for what's it called? My brain's blanking.
Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Yeah,
yes.
that's my pick too.
You poor thing.
I know. But yeah, no, I think so.
For me, I've been looking forward to Maestro for a very long time because it's my field. But also Leonard Bernstein is the GOAT to me. And I thought, I mean, Bradley Cooper almost like for the entire movie looked exactly like him. I mean, spitting image. And I think if there is one for Maestro to take, because I don't think these types of classical music documentary type, not documentary, but biopic type movies typically go over people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're not going to win best director or best film or whatever. But I think it could pick up one here with makeup and hairstyling because of the attention that they took to make him look. Well, I guess he did because he was director. To make him look as much like Leonard Bernstein as possible, and I thought they nailed it. It was
okay.
It was insane. I mean, it's like you were looking at Bernstein instead of Bradley Cooper. It was
sure.
Incredible.
All right.
Okay,
that's my vote.
All right, so we got Poor Things and Maestro, and some honorable mentions to Oppenheimer. All right, next up, we got costume design. So moving away from just facial things, but also moving into full costumes. Our nominations are Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. And I will go ahead and say Josh did vote on this one. Josh is saying best costumes is Barbie.
So I'm thinking it's going to be a toss up between Killers of the Flower Moon and Napoleon.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
I gotta go Barbie. Everything was so pink.
I was thinking Barbie and Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm gonna give it to Killers of the Flower Moon as far as I think they actually will win it because it's very exotic compared to everything else. So they would have had to work the hardest.
Especially if for cultural accuracy. Mm-hmm. And then you have like Napoleon and all that.
I think between the two movies though, based off of the distance of now and the time periods that we're looking at, and also the subject matter, that it's important that Killers of the Flower Moon costuming was accurate. Mm-hmm. And
the representation.
I think, yeah, exactly. And I think they probably had a little more leeway with Napoleon. So like the costumes may have looked more grandiose and more, appealing. But they may not have been accurate because that wasn't a necessity. I'm going to say Killers of the Flower Moon is going to win.
Okay.
And I shouldn't have said exotic because they are literally Native Americans.
Yeah.
So, how dare you?
Just saying. We're exotic compared to them. So.
I'm one of these people that you praise in public and criticize in private. So we were going to have a talk after. No.
All right. So we're showing some love to Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Napoleon. Any for Poor Things and Oppenheimer?
I initially, when I first looked at this, I thought it was going to be between Killers of the Flower Moon and Poor Things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because of like Poor Things, I feel like the time period's pretty like vague, but
it's
the
weird
way that the way that they presented the movie, like costuming looked like good. Like, as far as like the creativity of the whole movie and then like what it is, and then like going again with the Killers of the Flower Moon, like the cultural accuracy of like how they needed to present these people in that movie had to be on point. So obviously costuming is going to be top notch.
It's weird because they're like on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah,
but like bouncing off of what you're saying is it's going to depend on the panel. Because either they're looking for like the authenticity, which is what I personally would hope that they would be looking for, or they're going to go for who was just outlandish and just it was out there and it was kind of Tim Burton-esque as far as like witty, weird design choices and stuff. So I would love for Killers of the Flower Moon to take it home. But Barbie had cool set design and cool costumes, but the costumes were, and they were cool because they were based off of Barbie dolls, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But like it's hard because like as someone who's designed costumes for film, it's hard because it's just based off that design. Not downplaying it at all, because making it fit accurately and look appropriate is not a joke in any sense of the form. It's actually extremely hard to do, but I'm just hoping personally that they go for more like the authenticity aspect. I don't know. This one's hard for me because I have what I want to win versus, I don't know. I do things like you have a winner and then you have a runner-up in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I think either Poor Things or Barbie will be a runner-up in this. But okay. I'm hoping Killers of the Flower Moon or whatever it is will.
All right. Yeah, you're correct. Did Josh have a
Jay Quillen?
Here I said Barbie.
You said Barbie. Okay, sorry.
All right. Documentary feature film. Oh, more names I don't know how to pronounce. Here we go. Bobby Wine, maybe? Bobby Wine? The People's President, The Eternal Memory, 4 Daughters, To Kill a Tiger, and 20 Days in Mariupol?
I'm going to say To Kill a Tiger because Carol Baskins.
Oh. That's what that's about?
I have no idea.
Okay. You said it was such authenticity.
Like,
I was like, authority.
This tea?
She didn't kill a tiger. She killed her husband. That's what it was.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it would be a great play on, the whole story to continue. Like, yeah.
I don't know. To Kill a Tiger as well.
Yeah.
And yet again, I don't know why.
I don't know.
4 Daughters.
Because Carol Baskins. Can you imagine having 4 kids just in general?
God. I would say the popularity of politicians and its role in politicians being selected or voted in kind of makes me lean towards the people's president. It may not even be that topic, but just the title. I mean, so I'm just going to pick Bobby Wine, the people's president.
Yeah, because we are going into we are going into like election season. So
we are.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like Eternal Memory is super sad.
It's always election season, but it's just ramping up for the next year. But nobody ever stops. We don't ever get a break anymore, ever.
Hey, we're crossing a line here.
Sorry, sorry. I'm not saying one or the other. I'm just saying we just never get a break anymore. That's all I'm saying.
But for real, register to vote.
Yeah, do that. Yes, I concur. But also,
any more thoughts on this one?
Nope. Carol Baskins.
All right. All right. Film editing. We have Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
Did you do the colors on these? Was this your selection, or is this like what they were doing? I'm serious. Like, I'm enjoying the background colors. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm like, this is nice.
Oh, Lord.
This was from Oscar's nominee presentation.
Okay. All right. I was trying to give
you. I'm going to say probably Oppenheimer. I mean, I don't remember being blown away by editing. I
think The Holdovers.
Interesting. Any reason why?
I feel like I'm thinking of another movie, but it might be this one. This one was like set in the 80s, right?
70s.
70s?
Yeah, you're talking about one with Giamatti, Paul Giamatti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it?
Yes.
I'd imagine like the kind of movie that it is, the editing should look.
So an interesting note about this category. The Killers of the Flower Moon editor, Thelma Schoonmaker. This is her 9th nomination in this category, a record.
Has she ever won? I hope she won one at least.
You guys keep discussing.
Yeah, while you're looking, I'm voting for Oppenheimer on this one.
She has won 3 for Raging Bull,
wow,
The Aviator, and The Departed.
Wow, what was the second one?
The Aviator.
Okay,
with Leo.
Another Leonardo film. And The Departed was Leonardo DiCaprio film. Okay,
wow.
Yeah, I think she'll take this one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I gotta go Killers of the Flower Moon. She's got a track record.
I think she'll take this one. It'll either be this one that she'll take or Oppenheimer will take it, just because of the way that he films.
Yeah, I really liked the feel of this film of Oppenheimer. So I'm yeah.
Plus, I love her last name.
Schoonmaker?
No, the Oppenheimer. Editor.
Oh, Jennifer Lame. Wow.
That's lame that you would say that.
Wow. All right, moving on.
I hate myself too.
All right, nominees for Best Original Score. We have American Fiction, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. Why'd you shake your head at John Williams?
How is that original score? It's the same score for 5 movies. It's the same Indiana Jones movie score.
Yeah, it's just like remixed.
You're right.
No, it's not. Listen, I have the score. Listen to it.
Okay. Let me ask you this. I want to ask you this. Okay, when I was watching Dial of Destiny, I felt that the tempo of the Indiana Jones march was slower. Was it?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but that would make sense to me. To me, that would be something John Williams would do
because it pulled me out of the movie. I'm like, this movie even sounds tired.
I mean, yeah. I can 100% see him, John Williams, knowing that this is Harrison Ford's last movie, and him just going, "Okay, we're just gonna kind of put a bow on this," and just
okay.
What number nomination is? I know John Williams.
I knew you were going to ask. Here we go. So speaking of John Williams, earning his 54th nomination.
Oh my God!
At age 91. He extended the record for most Oscar nominations by a living person in his record as the oldest nominee.
That's cool.
Now, he's only won like 3. Like, he hasn't won many. I think Jaws.
Star Wars.
I think the first Indiana Jones he won. I don't think he won one for Star Wars.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
No.
He has won 5 Academy Awards.
5. Yeah.
Out of 54.
What is that percentage?
That's like a little less than 10%.
Yeah.
Like 8.5%.
He's got 25 Grammys. So
yeah.
Well, okay. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say Oppenheimer because Ludwig Göransson seems to be knocking him out of the park.
Yeah, isn't that Mandalorian dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he won. He just won the Golden Globe, I think, for Oppenheimer as well.
Oh, and I'm not saying he plays the Mandalorian. He wrote the music for Mandalorian. I'm just to be clear.
Bow, bow.
So we're saying Oppenheimer.
Yeah. I think Oppenheimer.
Sorry.
All right. We can have differing opinions. That's okay.
Right. Brittany, did you say yours?
Who did Poor Things?
Jurskin Fendrix? Jurskin Fendrix?
Stop. It's his name. Stop.
It's just Corey.
Oh.
And who did Killers of the Flower Moon?
Robbie Robertson?
Yep.
That's fun.
You got the easy one.
Mm-hmm. I think John Williams is pretty easy.
Jonathan Bill.
Yeah.
If you go according to Nick's way of doing things.
This is rough for me. This is, well, I don't know. I would love, I don't know. Oppenheimer's probably going to take this.
Mm-hmm.
You could say who you'd like to win, and then you could say who's will probably win.
I would like for Poor Things or Indiana Jones to win. Just the only reason I say Indiana Jones is because this might be the last time that he's nominated.
He's hanging on for that last one, for that 6th Oscar. He's hanging on.
So in my head, I'm like, I would like to see him win it just because, like, it's him. Not saying it's great or anything.
Yes, I agree with you for that sentiment. Yes,
but Oppenheimer's probably going to take it.
I looked up a sad fact. Robbie Robertson, the film composer of, which one was it?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon has actually passed away. So this was their first Oscar nomination, becoming the 64th individual to earn a posthumous nomination for a competitive category.
Wow.
That sucks.
Then you know what? I hope that they get it.
There you go.
I hope they get it.
Well, dang.
That's who I want.
Sorry to be a
that's
and
all right. Moving into our next category, we have nominations for production design. We have Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer and Poor Things.
Now, before we move forward, I wanted to ask you this, Corey. On over here, what are those white boxes with the cords coming out?
Oh my God.
I would just like to know what they are.
Jason, we are in the middle of recording.
I know that. I mean, just that people have to know that we can get distracted, and this is what I'm distracted by right now.
Those are the power plugs for the monitor.
For the monitor, thank you. Okay, we can move forward now. Thank you.
I was wondering that, and then moved on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just scoots myself. So,
I think this is going to be a tie between Barbie and Poor Things.
So Josh also thinks it's going to be a toss-up. He says it should be Napoleon, but they'll probably give it to Barbie.
I think it's Barbie.
I think it's Barbie.
I also agree,
definitely.
Barbie.
Everything was pink. They ran out of pink. The world ran out of pink because of Barbie.
Yeah. I went to Walmart to buy some Barbie attire to go to the Barbie movie, and there was nothing. There were men's t-shirts with the Barbie thing on the front, and they were all gone. So I had to find black sweatshirt with some pink writing on it. That was the best. That was the best that I could find, and it was not even Barbie related.
Yeah, so are we all kind of in agreement on Barbie?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like especially with their set decoration of the transition in the movie. You know what I'm saying? With the rocket and the boat, and then the car.
Yeah,
yeah. Like they built all of that.
The beach without the moving water.
Yeah,
that was very fun.
Yeah.
So it's like Gulf Shores.
Oh.
Slam.
All right, let's just keep moving. All right, we are on to cinematography. Oh, how do you pronounce the first one?
El Conde?
Sure, El Conde. Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
I think
Oppenheimer. I mean,
it's got to be Oppenheimer.
I feel like Oppenheimer
when they
will
built
get it.
up, like, hey, if you come to our movie, we're going to explode a bomb just as big as the one that they exploded without the radiation. This would be cool.
Josh says it should be Oppenheimer, but it's always a wild card category. So I do agree with that. Yeah. But I think Oppenheimer's got to be the takeaway here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's move into animated feature film. Oh, Heron?
Yes.
The Boy and the Heron.
Yes. That's
Elemental. Nimona? Sure. Robert. Robot Dreams and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Miyazaki's got it.
Spider-Verse. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going to get it, I don't think. It'll be some off the wall. Something about a boy and a...
I think Miyazaki's going to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a tough one to beat.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you'll remember... I think at the end of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, everybody that I talked to was like livid that there was a cliffhanger.
Furious.
Furious.
Yeah. Into the Spider-Verse, the first one, it won, didn't it?
Yes. I don't remember, actually.
I believe it did.
Yeah.
Because it was like awesome that it won.
Right, yeah. That seems right.
Yeah. This, I mean, I've seen parts of Elemental. I was not, I didn't like it so much.
It's very okay.
Yeah, I see what they're trying to do. It just was not. It was like a blunt instrument.
It seemed like they were trying to be the sequel to what's the one about the emotions, Inside Out.
Inside Out.
They were trying to be like the sequel to that, and it's like no, just do the sequel.
Right. Which I think they did.
And now
they're doing it now.
My vote is for Spider-Man.
Totally.
100%. I cannot explain to you how angry I was.
Right. But so to get so invested in a movie.
Yeah. When you
get invested like that.
Because it hit the top of the like there is so much that he has to overcome now. And like it just got worse because like the actual super powerful villain is now back and has all of his powers. So what's going to happen? And then they were like, we're done.
So Empire Struck Back. They did. That's what they did. They did the middle where everything looks dire, and that's where we left it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yes, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse did win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature.
That's precisely what I said. I was so certain of that.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Across the Spider-Verse could do it again.
Yeah,
but if not, I think it will be Miyazaki.
I think Miyazaki's going to take it.
Yeah.
What's the next one called? Spider-Man over there, the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man
up yonder, the Spider-Verse.
Into across and
Spider-Man over
across the street.
Yonder.
Why did Spider-Man cross the road?
I think it's Beyond. Isn't it Beyond?
I think it's Beyond the
Beyond. Yes.
Good job.
Beyond.
I actually knew what it was.
But he's like, he's like, well, I think it's,
being a big dummy. Corey, one of these. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, say that first one.
I Capitano.
We are in the nominations for International Feature Film.
10 Capitano.
No, 10. Oh, yeah. Or is it Io? I don't know which.
I have no idea.
Io? It's got to be Io, right?
It looks like
Io Capitano.
Io Capitano.
Capitano. I don't know. And then we have Perfect Days, Society of the Snow, The Teacher's Lounge, and The Zone of Interest. It's a toss-up for me, obviously.
I have no clue on any of this.
I say Perfect Days because Japan does not miss.
I'm going to say Zone of Interest because I was just at the United Kingdom.
Okay.
All right.
You just add it?
Yeah, I was just at.
I was
across the Spider-Verse there.
I'm going to say Io Capitano.
Okay. I'm going to say The Teacher's Lounge because Germany. I don't know why.
I'm just picking it based on location.
All right. I don't know.
Do you have one, Britt?
Which one's left?
What's your
the Zone of Interest? So no. He said Zone of Interest.
Italy, Japan, Spain, Germany, United Kingdom.
Society of Snow is Spain.
Yeah. I'll say Society of Snow.
There we go.
That way.
What did Josh say on this
one? All right. Nominations for Adapted Screenplay. We have American Fiction, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. The noteworthy thing is that Barbie originally went out for original screenplay. Then they changed it to adapted screenplay.
Yeah, I think I remember a little controversy over this.
Yeah.
I think this one might be one that American Fiction could win. Could possibly. It'll probably be Oppenheimer.
Is American Fiction the one where the author's like, I will write what they want me to write, and then it kind of takes off? Where the story takes off?
I think this is the music one, isn't it? No, that's American Symphony.
It's based on the novel Erasure.
So never mind. I'm going to say Oppenheimer. Because I got American Fiction confused with.
I think it'll be Oppenheimer.
Let's see, what's the one I'm thinking of?
I'm going for Poor Things.
It's the one with Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, American Fiction. Yep, that's the one. Yep, American Fiction. That's
literally about a book.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's about a book in a book.
Yeah, who writes an outlandishly stereotypical black book as satire, only for the book to be published to high sales and praise. I'll go American Fiction as well.
I think Oppenheimer.
Also, Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah,
Christopher Nolan. I love Jeffrey Wright though. I love him.
All right.
Did you see Shaft?
Yeah.
With Samuel Jackson?
No, I didn't see it.
Jeffrey Wright was in there. He played the character Peoples.
Yeah.
They say, you know why they call me Peoples? Because I take care of my people. That was so funny to me.
All right. The nominees for original screenplay: Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Maestro, May December, and Past Lives.
May December.
It must be a short romance.
Boo.
Well, that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from.
I want to say The Holdovers. That's my vote.
It's going to be between The Holdovers and Maestro, I think.
I say Past Lives.
I was going to say Maestro.
Ooh.
I haven't seen any of these, but Maestro sounds cool.
I do think it's going to be The Holdovers. Wasn't Paul Giamatti, didn't he get an Oscar for Sideways? Wasn't that the last one he got a...
Yeah, Mr. Wikipedia over there.
Yeah.
What?
Didn't Paul Giamatti last get an Oscar for Sideways?
I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
Best original screenplay. I'm going The Holdovers.
I'm Past Lives.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. How do you feel about this color, Jason?
It's no. I like the other brighter, warmer colors better.
He said no.
Let's move.
There we go.
Yeah, all right.
That's right.
All right, we're narrowing it down to the end here. I think we have like 6 categories left. We're getting into the acting and the big production categories now. So, nominations for actor in a supporting role: Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction,
I love him.
Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon.
I love him.
Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer.
I love him.
Ryan Gosling for Barbie. And Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. I have to go RDJ on this one. He needs it.
What is it?
He needs it.
But was he an outstanding actor in a supporting role?
Yes.
Okay.
He actually was, yeah.
It's not called He Needs It. I'm gonna say, I think it's cool that there's 2 Avengers in this.
I like that's there's 2.
I want to go for Mark Ruffalo, but it'll most likely be Robert Downey Jr.
Because he needs it. I'm gonna say Robert Downey Jr. as well.
Okay, Josh says it should be RDJ, but it'll probably be Mark Ruffalo.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna say Mark Ruffalo.
Okay, Mark Ruffalo love.
Because I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, beyond going.
Watch it end up being Ryan Gosling.
Bro.
And like just everyone loses their crap.
Yeah,
People
it's
would
gonna
start
be bad.
flipping tables.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
Yeah. I'm going to say.
I think this will be an upset category either way.
Yeah. I'm going to say RDJ.
Well, yeah, because there's nobody who really like blew it out of the water. Like, there's no Meryl Streep in this category, you know?
True,
Right.
true.
You know,
Now
There's
RDJ
Yeah.
did win the Golden Globe, which is usually a
Good indicator.
indicator. Yeah.
Mm.
But then again, RDN, he's just a overall great actor.
yeah, but he's old.
Yeah. I think he's had his moment, and I think
Definitely.
he's.
I've never heard his name abbreviated RDN before. I was like, did you just mispronounce RDJ?
I
I don't think it was. Yeah. So, are you saying it's RDEN or RDN?
Shut up.
I think it's important to know these things.
That was wild. What a question. What a question.
Let's move into actress in a supporting role.
This is a good blue. I like this blue. It's a nice. I
All
like
right.
this blue. It's a good one.
The nominees are Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, America Ferrera for Barbie, Jodie Foster for Naiad, or is it just NYAD?
Naiad.
It's like this, I don't know. And then Davine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers.
Oh,
I'm voting Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple because she destroyed that role.
I am saying the same
Okay.
thing.
So good.
which did you like better, the original with Whoopi Goldberg or this new one?
Well, so her role was Oprah's role in The Color Purple.
Okay.
But I thought that this one was much more. It's just weird to say because it's a movie about the early 20th century. But this one felt much more modern than that one. So I feel a lot more connected to Danielle Brooks's version of that role as opposed to Oprah's. Oprah, didn't she won something for this? Didn't she? Oprah killed it also, but I think Danielle Brooks just modernized that position a little bit more, and she absolutely killed it. Singing, acting, everything from the highest of highs with her character, how amazing that was, and then when that white lady wanted to buy her, and while her kids were getting ice cream,
Yeah.
and I loved you, Harpo, I really do, but I'll kill him dead before I let him beat me.
You were correct. Oprah
You scared
did,
me, first of all. So
she did get a nomination for her 1985 original role.
Yeah, I my vote's Danielle Brooks.
Okay. You know what? I'll side with you.
Yay.
Good.
Josh says it'll probably be America Ferrera.
That sucks.
That
That is who I personally.
I mean, yes.
God. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
If America doesn't get, because I haven't seen The Color Purple, I have not seen that.
If you don't like musicals, don't go see it.
But every time that I hear America's speech in Barbie, I kind of get teary eyed and cry. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It makes me feel something. I think she killed that. I think I don't know. I felt able to connect to her.
I'm sorry.
I hope that she wins it. And if she doesn't, then I hope, what was her name? Danielle Brooks? Is that her name?
Yeah.
I hope that she gets it because I have seen a lot of people raving about her performance in this as well. I hope that either one of them win it.
Okay.
But out of the ones that I've seen, I hope America.
So America Ferrera was
does.
the actress in
Ugly
Doctor
Betty.
Strange.
Yeah, she was Ugly Betty.
Yeah. You've seen Doctor Strange?
No, that was you're thinking of the character America.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's
the little girl.
Yeah,
that's the character's name was. Yeah, the person in Barbie was like significantly older than the girl in Doctor Strange.
And
moving on. All right, we have the actor in a leading role. And the nominees are Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. Oh gosh, I always go back and forth. Is it Cillian or Killian?
I think it's Killian.
Cillian Murphy.
Mr. Murphy. Yeah.
There we go.
For Oppenheimer, and Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction.
PTSD when you said that.
What do you want?
My vote. So I'm one of very few people who loved Maestro. I thought Bradley Cooper did well. The movie was not all that, but I liked it because I liked the
subject matter.
Yeah, the subject matter. Coleman Domingo, I believe, played Harpo. No, he played Mister in Color Purple. I hated it. Oh boy, I hated. He did such a good job on that one. So I'm kind of pulling for him, even though it's for a different movie. I love Paul Giamatti. He's great. Cillian Murphy. He kind of plays the same character all the time to me.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright, I think, probably has the most talent of all the people on this list.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm going to pull for Jeffrey Wright or Coleman Domingo. It's probably going to be Cillian Murphy. I would be surprised if Bradley Cooper won it, though.
Josh says his personal favorite is Bradley Cooper, but it will be Cillian Murphy.
I'm going to say Paul Giamatti.
I'm going Cillian.
I think it'll be Cillian.
Yeah. I know that Cillian, mine's a long shot, but I have a feeling he might be a good contender.
I'm going to say Cillian because, he gets typecast, but his typecast is spot on.
Got Cillian. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I didn't know. Does that make up for... Never mind. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on.
No. Brittany's like, no.
All right. The nominees for actress in a leading role. Annette Bening for Naiad. Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. Sandra Hüller? Anatomy of a Fall. Carey Mulligan for Maestro and Emma Stone for Poor Things.
I'm pulling for Carey Mulligan for Maestro because she ate.
But also Emma Stone might take this.
Lily Gladstone all day.
Okay.
100% trying to make up for my faux pas earlier. Lily. Yes. I'm going to go with Lily on this one.
Are you just siding with Britt?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Josh says Emma Stone. I'm also saying Emma Stone.
Yeah. What, Brittany? What were you saying? We don't want to talk over
go watch it.
Okay.
And then let me know what you think.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I think that she did absolutely phenomenal.
Okay.
I would love to see Emma Stone, but Lily deserves it. So.
All right, we're down to our final two categories.
And just so you all know, they're laughing at me, not at.
No, I think he's laughing at Nick.
Oh no!
Totally, I went and I got my drink.
Oh,
and it was
not me then.
It was so loud. Sorry.
All right, our nominees for directing. We have
Oppenheimer. That is one.
That is one, yes. Justine Triet for Anatomy of the Fall. Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon. Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Yorgos Lanthimos, sure, for Poor Things. And Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest.
I missed when you said Poor Things. What was that director's name again?
Yorgos.
Yorgos is as good as mine.
This one's hard.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
I think it has to be Chris Nolan. I mean,
yeah.
That was a fantastically directed movie.
He made Batman.
Random facts with Christian.
I'm saying, did you see it?
Wait, three of them.
Just so you know, the Dark Knight trilogy has taken the lead as one of the most influential franchises from Star Wars, according to recent surveys from leading podcasters. Eat Sleep Nerd.
Much to some people's dismay.
Well,
but anyways,
and their chagrin.
I'm gonna say Oppenheimer will probably take this, but I really think that either Poor Things or Killers of the Flower Moon would be my next contenders.
Okay.
Just because they're shot really well. And they seem like direction-wise are really well. But I think Oppenheimer will probably take this.
Josh is saying should be Oppenheimer, but they'll probably give it to Killers of the Flower Moon. So, fun fact about Martin Scorsese's nomination. This is his 10th nomination for Best Director, garnering more Oscar nominations for that category than anyone alive.
Wow.
He also became the oldest Best Director nominee, eclipsing John Huston, who was 79.
How old is
How
Martin
old is he?
Scorsese?
Wait, who?
Martin Scorsese.
81.
Marty.
Dang.
Nice.
How many of those nominations did he win?
Bruh.
He said,
Just
"Bro,
one.
You-
didn't he?
bro."
He only has one win, I thought.
Correct.
For The Departed.
One Academy Award win.
Wow,
Wasn't it for The Departed?
Bruh.
So here's the good thing about this category.
Why would it not say that?
You are correct.
Why you have to look for this? I don't know.
Like as
You're
as
looking
the
at a really stupid site.
so in this category there are several contenders for so this is good. I think it's not like it seems lopsided in any way. Like these are all good movies.
Yeah.
And deserve to be in this category. I think.
Sure.
So I think this is a good representation of the year for the movies. So
Yeah, even
any of these
between-
deserve to win, honestly.
Even between Christopher Nolan and Martin Scorsese, like they're very dynamic directors in their own space,
Sure.
which is amazing. So, like Britt always has been bringing up, like it all depends on what the board is really looking for in this kind of category, which seems going to be crazy because it's like you could look in any direction in any of them, and any of them could probably take it.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do an episode kind of like we did before where we talk about the winners?
Heck yeah.
Okay, cool.
When are the Oscars?
Because I'm interested.
March 10th.
March 10th.
Good Lord.
Well, this episode's not coming out right away. It's fine.
We got like 2 weeks.
Wow.
3 weeks.
I'm going Oppenheimer. I think it's the crowd favorite this year. All right.
Poor Things.
All right. Our final category.
See, I like this green. This is nice.
Oh my gosh.
Before I even read the list of 10 nominations, Josh says Best Picture still has too many nominations. There's literally the point I would make. Why do we have 10 nominees? So I didn't even pick one. So the nominees for Best Picture are American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest.
It's gonna be Oppenheimer, right?
Why are there so many nominations?
That does seem like a lot.
This seems irresponsible.
Is this normal?
It's been normal the past few years. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, are they just going to put the names in the hat and just pull it out?
Well, because don't they do like the they'll do like the best song, people will come out and sing their song nominated for best song, but then they'll do like featurettes of each one of the best picture nominees. Which is weird because it's almost like they're trying to get us to vote for it. Like,
right.
Like text this number, you can vote.
Yeah.
Why are you showing this? Because I guess, I don't know. It's just strange. But I think it's going to be Oppenheimer.
So some fun facts about this nomination or this category. With Maestro, Steven Spielberg extended his record for most Best Picture nominations for an individual to 13. Wow.
Deserved.
All right.
Deserved. It's going to be Oppenheimer.
Can I be completely honest?
Yes, please.
I'm not. Okay, let me think of how to word this so people don't come with pitchforks and torches, okay? I think this movie was very important and it was very needed, like we talked about in our review. But I think they're going to give it to Barbie. Because this is my reasoning, okay? And I have kind of a counter argument to this as well.
She's going to argue herself.
I am. Because there has been such an uproar over Barbie not being nominated. Barbie herself, Margot. I think to appease that, I could be completely wrong in this, okay? I think to appease that, Barbie might take this one. Because there have been a lot of studios talking about this. There's been a lot of coverage talking about this, about nominations and the whole point of the movie and all that business. But on the other side, I did see a compelling argument over, we're talking about Margot Robbie and everything, but we're also overshadowing like Indigenous, like Lily Gladstone, one of the first Indigenous women to come home with awards. Things like that. So I think that Barbie might take this. I kind of hope I'm proven wrong because again, it was a fantastic movie, very needed. As a female, I absolutely loved it. Go watch our review on it. But I think this might be an upset where Barbie might take it. Barbie or Oppenheimer, I think, will really take this one. I would love to see a couple of others take it, but I think it will be either Barbie or Oppenheimer because it was such a big thing. But now that these nominations have come out, so many people are upset. There's a big upset with nominations. The people are thinking Barbie hasn't gotten enough, which I think it has just the right amount. But that's kind of my prediction.
Yeah.
It's kind of my prediction anyways.
Okay.
I could be totally wrong and I'm okay with that. I'm fine being wrong, but yeah, that's kind of what I think is going to happen.
Who'd you pick, Christian?
Did I pick someone? Yeah, it's like for all the movies in this category, like they're all very different.
Yeah.
Truth.
But like, I'd probably be more upset if they chose something that was like popular. Okay. Of course, it's like these are critically looked at to win these awards, so like critically look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, for yeah, if they're gonna pick it, they need to pick it on the criteria,
right? Other than like, it would be cool to see Barbie walk away with that one.
Yeah,
fantastic movie. But to look at like Past Lives and then Killers of the Flower Moon and their subject matter and like how the movie was dealt with, that's a way better movie.
Like I would love to see those movies take it. Yeah. I really would. Genuinely, just because of everything that went into those films. Yes.
Yeah.
I really would.
I don't think the Academy is going to care about the backlash from Barbie, truthfully.
Yeah, not at all. I don't think they have so much other backlash they haven't dealt with.
I don't think they're going to care. I mean, they probably should to an extent, and I'm sure that there might be some on the voting members who do care about that. But I don't think they're going to. I don't think Barbie's going to win because I don't think it's a Best Picture type of movie, and I don't think it was made for that. I think they were trying to make the point that they made in the movie. And just let it be that, and then they just so happened to get get nominations for it. I think. I mean, Maestro. I think a movie like Maestro was made for a Oscar. Like they tried to make that for Oscar season, in my opinion. Probably a movie like Killers of the Flower Moon, which I haven't seen, but that from what I have seen of it, I feel like that could be one that had the Oscars in mind. But I think. I mean, I guess depending on how things go and what they win, I think Oppenheimer is probably just going to take it.
Yeah. All right. Did you pick one, Jason?
I'm frozen by all the choices. I don't know. Okay. The problem with all of these for me, with most of these categories, is I have not seen most of these movies. And so I feel like a poser. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Well, then pick the one you've seen.
Well, that would be Oppenheimer.
There you go.
But I did want to say that they took a potentially unexciting subject matter. Bomb itself was fun to watch. Okay. But the story of how they got there and how they got their scientists and then the back and forth between time periods of him actually putting a team together versus the cabinet hearing and his investigation for losing his clearance. I think they did a good job of weaving those stories together in a way that was interesting and captivating to me. And again, the subject matter could have been very boring, and I thought it was well done. And I was sitting, I remember marveling kind of at them doing that while watching the movie. So I think it's a good bet to go with Oppenheimer.
All right.
But I've only seen like Barbie, and that was it. So,
well, all right. There you have it. That is all 23 categories. We will find out who is right and who is wrong come March 10th. Then we'll do a little recap episode to see what there is to see.
Let's see if
I think it's going to be an exciting award show either way. I think it's going to be interesting.
Who gets slapped this year?
Wow.
No.
Probably
No?
Chris Rock again.
Oh, God.
They're probably going to have security on stage the entire show.
Cat Williams gets slapped.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. For listening over on podcast, make sure you go check us out over on YouTube, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. Give us some subscribes, give us some likes, give us some comments, share us with your friends. Please.
He sung that.
Please.
If you comment before March 10th, let us know your predictions. If you comment after March 10th, well, you're cheating.
It don't count.
Yeah, no. So,
and you could say that you didn't watch it yet, but we're not going to believe you.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts?
I hope Oppenheimer doesn't win as many as people think they will.
Why?
Just because.
He likes to see the world burn.
Honestly, I subscribe to that.
I mean, it's not a valid hope, but no, it is a valid hope.
It is valid.
Yeah, it's a valid hope,
valid.
but I'd like to know some reasoning. So, like, why do you wish bad things?
Because I love upsets. Okay.
America does like a good.
Remember the other day we were talking about you saying things?
I just love a good.
Okay, get out.
Yeah, I like a good upset.
I just love a good upset.
Okay.
We enjoy parody around here.
All right. Well, Jason, since you're here in person with us,
yes.
Before we find out who the winners of this year's Oscars are, what should nerds be doing?
Well, I'm going to recommend something that I'm going to do. Is I'm going to try to watch a lot of these movies between now and the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to see, and maybe just kind of give my own updated. If I do it, I may give just like kind of an updated in like one of the comments.
Just leave a comment.
Something. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to leave it that. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to start prepping for our appearance at the Huntsville Comic Expo when we go. So we're going to start prepping for that.
Get to prep for that.
Yeah, well, see, I'm kind of letting people know what we're doing.
Hey,
so
come check us out.
Right, so that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing, and people should be preparing to go to the Huntsville Comic Expo because it's going to be awesome. And Jonathan Frakes is going to be there.
I am indeed prepping for that.
Right, I am also prepping. Right. What else should they be prepping for? They should also making sure that they. Right. Yeah. If you if you're nothing like us or me anyway, and you have some planning skills, and anyway, meal prep. But go ahead, eat, sleep, nerd.
Take it easy, people.